It's 4 o'clock somewhere. It's 4 o'clock here. Welcome to another Master of Malt competition draw. Hi, Jake. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? I've lost Jake. Okay, there he is. My laptop overheated last weekend when we did the draw.
Can't hear you, Dave.
You can't hear me. I can hear you.
Can't hear you.
Oh no.
Where did you go? I could hear you beforehand. Dave is typing.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't hear you, Dave.
Oh no. What's happening? It says, well, it's you. It's definitely you.
May have to conduct the rest of this in sign language.
Okay, we're going to have to do that in sign language. Yeah. Right. Let's do this then. Okay. I don't know. So you.
Let me check my speakers then. Maybe it was me. It was me all along. Dave, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was because I could see my little green light.
Apologies, everyone. No, it was like I said to you beforehand. My headphones were like the other side of the office, and I disconnected them. But apparently, even though it said disconnected, it was still trying to play through them.
It reconnected them, yeah.
My hearing aids,
yeah, my hearing aids do that sometimes. I disconnect them and walk away, and then all of a sudden, music comes into them. What? No, I want the music out the speaker. Anyway.
Oh dear.
It's a little bit cooler than last weekend.
Certainly is.
It's a little bit cooler, but my laptop overheated last week and it just went into a go slow. Yeah, which is why I was seeing all these delays. It was really struggling to do anything. I had to turn it off, and I've lifted it off the desk a little bit, so I've got an airflow underneath it. But yes, it got up to something like 34 in here, didn't it? Yeah. So we are here. This is draw 93, is it? You say 92? 92 I've got on the bottom.
Yeah, so I'm just catching up with the comments as well. Everyone's saying, well, I can hear you. Yeah, all my fault. I'm apologies. Sorry, Colin. Sorry, Claire. And, oh, yeah, Claire's got a little icon next to her now. Little crown. Our number one commenter, perhaps. Is it because I'm the Rum Queen? Yes, Claire. That's exactly what it is.
It's Rum Queen. That's what it is. So you sent me some interesting stats about the draws that we've been running since we started in September 2023. And that's £1 million worth of whiskies and spirits that have been won in the competition. So by the time I think we've got like £10,000 worth today, haven't we? Normally about £10,000. Yeah, nearly £10,000. Wow.
Yeah, it's mad. I mentioned it a couple of weeks back, but I jumped the gun a little bit. Whereas when we finish today, officially £1 million worth will have been won. Yes.
Wow, that's incredible.
It really is, yeah.
It's incredible. Well, we've got 10 lots, almost £10,000 worth of prizes to draw today. Some pretty interesting ones on there for me, that's for sure. Next week, you've been busy out there because 4 of the 10 lots have already sold out.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 have already sold. So if you wanted that Abalala collection of 7 whiskies, and why wouldn't you, for a £5 punt, that's all gone. What else has gone? The 4 Square rum, that's gone. 2 bottles of 4 Square gone there. The exceptional cask selection, that's sold out. The Balvenie 18-year-old, Pedro Jimenez, of course, that's sold out. Balvenie always very, very quick off the mark. The Daft Mill 15-year-old, that's gone. 2009. So that's gone. But there are still... 6 tickets still available. One that's caught my eye, and I'm surprised it's on there actually, the Cappadonic from Boutique Whiskey. You
Ooh,
don't
yeah.
see in the back before we that left, or some of that left, and I haven't, which is a damn shame because that's I was going to table and maybe enjoy a stunning whiskey for a fiver. Long closed distillery, closed in 2002, I think, and demolished in 2008. The distillery is no. If you like old Glen Grant, Cappadonic used to be called Glen Grant Number 2 in the olden days. What else is on there? There is a 1960 vintage Uni Blanc cognac. That looks pretty cool for a fiver. I must admit that looks very, very cool. There's a wine cask collection from independent bottler Murray McDavid. So that's 5 bottles, including a beautiful Tobermory, a Strathmill 28-year-old. You don't see an awful lot of that at that age. I mean, these are all over 26 years old. The Macduff is the baby in there at 26 years old. 1997 Macduff. I do like. We've bottled some fabulous Macduffs over the years, I must admit. Those 21 sort of age, absolutely stunning stuff. What else? Well, just a Little Mill from the Private Cellar Edition, 2015. 25-year-old Little Mill, that long closed demolished distillery. 27-year-old Bamore from the Timeless series. That looks kind of cool in that packaging, I must admit. And a Glenfiddich Grand Selection, just 4 bottles. Their 31-year-old Grand Chateau, their Yuzakura 29-year-old, their Couronne 26-year-old, and the Grand Cru 23-year-old. So, I mean, there's another, wow, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, nearly 100 years worth of whiskey there. I think 31, 29,
Yeah.
16 plus 26 is 86, is 96, or over 100 years worth of whiskey in there. Yeah.
Wow.
Boom, as they say. Boom. And I just saw 6, and already the Macallan. There's a huge Macallan parcel just gone up yesterday. Just 8 bottles from the Harmony collection. Is that the whole Harmony collection? That's very popular very, very quickly all of a sudden. I mean, that's only listed yesterday afternoon, and a big sledge gets gone.
No doubt.
8. That's a £10 ticket for 8 bottles. Wow, wow, wow. Anyway, let's get on to today's draw, shall we? And bring this £1 million worth of prizes. Okay, what's up first? This old bottling here of the Oichi 10-year-old from Japan. Haven't seen one of these in the wild for a long, long time, I must admit. Have you?
Lovely stuff. Really cool distillery. Yeah.
Have you been to this distillery, Jake?
Yep. It is bonkers. They've got lots of quite small stills. They're all direct coal-fired, with the coals being, hand loaded like a steam engine or something. It's it's quite incredible to watch. And all the stills got these little like Shinto streamers, as if it's like a sacred space. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, they're all coal-fired stills still, are they? So this is like whiskey from the sort of the 70s, 80s Scotch style. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, the only distillery I got to in Japan, we had a trip down to Kyoto to Kinobi distillery. We went to see that little industrial warehouse sort of distillery, which was kind of cool, I must admit. Long time ago. Right. Yes, obviously this was very popular and this sold out pretty quickly. So we'll get the wheel up and pick a winner for that, shall we?
Yeah. Let's get this kicked off. And it is David L. Congrats, David. First winner of the day.
First winner of the day. Excellent. An old Yoichi 10-year-old from all the way from Japan.
Yeah, super cool.
Very, very cool. Okay, we've got some rum from Panama coming up next. This is 2004. 19 years before it was bottled at cask strength in 2023, and it's a release of just 255 bottles. There's a pretty cool logo on there, on the bottle there. I don't know anything about this distillery. I must admit, I don't think we've ever bottled anything under. I think we've done some Panama rum in the past, but I can't remember what the distillery, if it was named, if it was a secret Panama. But this looks pretty cool, and was pretty popular because it's sold out. So let's see if we can pick a winner for this one.
Absolutely. Yeah, quick shout out / hello to James, one of our regulars, who's just congratulated the last winner. And Claire, of course, saying she would love this one. Yeah, the Rum Queen. Good luck.
It looks very pretty, Claire, that's for sure. Look at that. I love that logo. It's very sinister.
Okay, here we go. Here's John N. Congratulations, John.
Congratulations, John. A cracking looking bottle of rum now. I hope it's as tasty as it looks. Now, I spoke about this next lot last night, last week.
Yes.
Romanian whiskey. And you think, what? Romanian whiskey? But it's actually very, very good. This is a collection of 4 wine casks finish. They've got access to lots and lots of wine casks. I must admit, I just wanted to try their spirit when I first encountered them, and I have tried a few of their wine casks. I think their port, the white port, was absolutely superb. I'm just trying to see what's in here, but mostly Cabernet, Pinot Noir, Shiraz. Yeah, lots of interesting. Yeah, super malt. Didn't quite sell out, but not bad.
I'm going to butcher the pronunciation now. It's I'm going to have to look it up because I can't remember. But the Fetisca Negra.
Fetisca Negra.
I completely butchered that, but yeah, that one's cool because that's like a specific Romanian style of wine. It's like a Romanian single malt in a Romanian wine. We had that on Pour and Sip a little while back. It's pretty cool.
Oh, right, nice. Pour and Sip this week as well, isn't it? Another edition of Pour and Sip.
Featuring one and only Dave Worthington.
I'll be there. I've got my wee pack ready to sip along. Okay, shall we pick a winner? There are 51 of you playing for this. So you should be able to see your names spinning around.
Hi. Very best of luck, everyone. Here we go. And that's going to just be David B. Congratulations, David.
Lots of Davids again. 2 Davids already. Very common name, common as muck, these Davids. Congratulations, David. Let's get all the letters of the alphabet as surnames. Right, up next. I spoke about this one as well because this distillery has just started to come back to life. They're actually starting to release some of the casks that were laid down before the distillery closed, but there are plans to bring this distillery back to life. This was the very first release all those years ago, back in 2020, and then it's just been silent for a long time. When did the distillery close? I mean, it closed quite a long time ago, and we thought we'd lost it. But it's back, and they're making some stuff, or certainly planning a distillery, which is kind of cool. So this was their first ever. It's a rye whiskey, a combination of rye and malted barley, floor malted at Warminster. Pretty cool thing to have. There isn't that many of them around. So it's a little collection piece, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's very cool. I remember sampling probably some of the spirit for this way back when they first opened, and just had my mind blown. There was, the thought then of rye whiskey from England was just so alien. So like these days, still very cool, but maybe not such an unthinkable sort of concept. But yeah,
I was talking to an English distiller just recently, this week actually, and they've been investigating pot still style whiskey. I've just been writing a big piece on grains for whiskey making, and yeah, it's talking about oats and yeah, it's just super cool stuff coming through. Just got to wait for it for a few years. That's the problem.
That's it.
The spirit is stunning. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get this prize.
Aye, wheel is ready. Let's do it.
Let's pick
Here we go.
this one.
And that will be Kyle B. Congrats, Kyle. Very cool bottle there.
Very, very cool. Yeah, one to sip and savor. Every day is a special occasion. Right, where should we go? What's next? Premium Tequila Trio.
Yeah, I don't know how many times we have had tequilas before, haven't we? But not too many.
Not very many, no. And here's a little trio here. From some of the big guys, Don Julio, Patron, and Volcan de Mite Tierra. Tequila looks pretty cool to me. The bottles are rather splendid, I must admit, for this trio here. I love a drop of agave spirit, I must admit.
They have a tall bottle, don't they? Like posh tequila. They don't fit on your shelves.
Yeah, they don't fit on any shelves, no. Very tall, thin bottles that, won't fit on any of your whiskey shelves, no.
You have to put it on the mantelpiece or the special display table or something. Yeah.
The dirty rats. Okay, £500 worth of tequila here, and premium tequila, premium. Don't forget that, premium. Right, and we're going to pick a winner for that. Right now, let's do that.
Let's do it. Here we go. Oh my goodness, it's Kyle B. Extraordinary. It could be another Kyle B, of course, but I think we've had double Kyle Bs. There we go.
I thought it's all going to be David's.
David's all the way down.
David A to Z, all the way down.
Oh, congrats,
A to
Kyle.
J.
Extraordinary.
Okay, wow. Let's go. We've got some Springbank coming up next. One of the odd casks, odd ODD, original, distinct, and defiant. I think we decided upon this a little while ago. This is from a red wine cask. So Springbank, 100% floor malted, barley, all done on site, handmade whiskey as it was in olden days. Very little modern equipment in there altogether. It's whiskey the old way. I think the most modern thing in there would be the strain of barley. I would guess they would be using the high yielding barley these days. That's something else I've just been writing about. I do love writing about barley, I must admit. Right.
You can't get hold of the current stuff. That's where Springbank's so popular at the moment.
Yeah, I've always said that Springbank is pretty precious because it's handmade. They could double their capacity if they changed, but they don't want to. And they've always been one of those distilleries that it's more than a distillery, isn't it? It's a community. It's very much part of the community of Campbelltown and supports lots of people. Yes, they're about employment and fairness and everything about it. Yes, it's got a nice ethos about them.
Yeah, right. I like these odd bottles. A bit of tongue-in-cheek humour.
Yeah, we like a bit of that, don't we? We like a bit of tongue-in-cheek humour.
So let's find it at home. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Spin that.
And it is Joseph F. Congratulations, Joseph.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations, Joseph. Don't forget, these bottles will be all winging their way out to you this week. We'll get in touch with you if you're not watching, and they'll be on their way to you. And don't forget to send us your photos, especially if you get it open and you're raising a dram to us. That would be kind of cool. And if you want to come out and share it, I'm always available. Right, what's up next? Lagavulin. We're off to Isla. Let's go for a 21-year-old Isla Jazz Festival from 2019. So this is one of those ones at 2019. Were we there? That was the last year we were there, wasn't it? Before the world closed, wasn't it? 2000.
Well, quite, yeah.
Yes. 21-year-old Lagavulin. Always delicious. We've tried some old Lagavulins in the past. Obviously, very desirable bottle here. This was just £7 ticket to get one of these. You'd be paying almost £1,000 for one of these at auction. Probably more a little while ago as well, as whiskey prices were topped out a few years ago, didn't they? A couple of years ago. This is a sellout. There are 149 of you after this, and we're going to get that wheel up right now. Let's give this away.
Yeah, stunning stuff. Yeah, let's find it home. That's John P. Congrats, John.
Congratulations, John. Enjoy that 21-year-old Isla Jazz Festival 2019. 21-year-old Lagavulin. Splendid stuff. So I thought we'd stay in Isla and we'd go from peated Isla to unpeated Isla with and increase the age a little bit and got a 32-year-old Bunnahabhain from 1989. This is an independent bottle, I think, Skeen whiskey. A skeen is one of those little daggers that are kept down a Scotsman's sock. It's the skeen, is it a skeen do or something like that they call it? A skeen, there we go. Finest Scotch whiskies. Looks a very dramatic looking bottle there. 32-year-old. I know we've had some of these old casks in the past and they have been pretty damn spectacular. We did a Bunnahabhain. No, it was a Bunnahabhain, wasn't it? We did a Master of Malt one in Isla 2019. You were giving drams away when we had those.
Yes.
Yeah. Buckets of them. Yeah, that was a 28-year-old, I think it was, a little bit younger. But that was a long time ago, so it would have been 30-something years old now. Same vintage, sort of. Yeah.
Well, quite, yeah.
And obviously this sold out. And why not? It's a splendid little bottle and just £6 a ticket. So, and again, about £1,000 if you wanted to try and find one of these days.
Spin this wheel. Oof. Get to the business end now. Here we go. That's Robert C. Huge congrats, Robert.
Yes, enjoy that old Bunna, old school Bunna. Lovely stuff. Absolutely lovely stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks fabulous. Okay, we've got a multi-pack here. Just 5 25-year-old distillery releases here from Tobermory Distillery on the Isle of Mull, from Glen Scotia in Campbelltown, from Glenfarclas in Speyside, and then a couple of islas. They slightly peated Vermore and the more heavily peated Lefroy.
So even I can do the maths for how many years of whiskey this is this time, Dave.
It's pretty simple, this one, isn't it? Yeah. I can do my 5 times 25 table. My 25 times table, I can do that, yeah. Wow, well, 1 to 5 years of Scotch whiskey from most of the regional there. Tobermory on the Isle of Mull, Campbelltown, Speyside. There we go. Tobermory can do the islands and the highlands.
Yeah, that's right.
depending on where you go. We just needed an Auchentoshan to join the throng and we'd have it all. Or Kinchi. Yeah, look at that. Wow, what a collection that is. Yes,
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, just £10 for a ticket. Someone's going to pick that sort of collection up. 2 grand's worth of 25-year-old whiskey for a tenner. You don't get much change out of with a pint in London these days. And if you go to a festival, you definitely wouldn't get any change.
No.
Oh, you're probably paying £15 for a pint of it. And a plastic. Ugh. Yes. Okay, this was a sellout, of course, and we're going to find a winner for that right now.
I'm excited for them. Excited for them already. Right, let's spin this wheel.
That's a pretty cool one.
And it is John H. Congrats, John. Huge.
That is a big, big price. Yeah, I've got a bottle of that Glenfarclas downstairs somewhere. I'm sure a 25-year-old Glenfarclas I have. And that Glen Scotia I have tried, and it's stunning. The 25-year-old Glen Scotia. Yeah. I wish I'd bought a bottle before it won that prize. I was almost pushing it and the button and doubled in price. Yeah. And Tobermory as well. Old Tobermory can be absolutely spectacular. We've just bottled one of the finest Tobermorys I've ever tasted as one of the Master of Malt bottlings. Have you seen that 28, 29-year-old?
I've not seen that one yet, no.
We've just released it under the new Master of Malt livery. If we can get a dram of that, it's the best Tobermory I've ever tasted. I said, we cannot sell that cask. When I tasted that in the warehouse, do not sell that cask. That is the best thing I've ever. Wow, it's stunning.
Well, there's my homework. I'm going to go hunt that down. Yeah.
Hunt that dram down. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm just about to. Can I afford it? Because I really want a bottle of it. Yeah. Was it £200? I think it is retail. It's not extortionate, but nearly 30 years old it is. Okay, it's the big one. The Macallan Genesis. Is that where it all started? Genesis. That's got to be where it all started, surely. Released to mark the creation of the new distillery. The Teletubby distillery. Yes. Over the hills and far away. It looks stunning, the distillery, I must admit.
Teletubbies. Teletubbies / Bond Lair, isn't it? Or, Bond Baddie Lair.
Yeah, inside. Yeah, the pictures from it inside, but from the outside, it's got that rolling
Teletubby hills.
Yeah.
That's what they're going for, I think. I think that was the mood board. Yeah.
Yeah. We should all go there one day and then get out these inflatable Teletubby, run across the roof, and then get thrown out and never get back. Should we? What's this? £3,000 to buy one of these? Wow! Wow! Should we pick a winner for this one? Of course, this one's sold out.
Your best hand.
Someone's waiting for it. Yeah, okay. This is the big one. There's a few numbers. Only 249, mind. I mean, it does look crowded on that wheel, but there are just 249 tickets playing for this, and that's it.
Well, here we are, the last wheel of the day.
Pretty good.
Okay. To take us over £1 million in total.
Drum roll.
Luck, everyone. Robert C. taking the big prize. Huge congrats, Robert.
Congratulations, Robert. Okay, that concludes today's draw. Congratulations to all the winners. We'll be back this time next week with.
Yeah, congrats to all the winners. James is saying no wins for me this week, but congratulations to all the winners. And Claire's saying that she had some £3.50 pints of Tunbridge Ale at a festival recently, so that's pretty good these days. Yeah.
£3.50 for a pint. Yeah, that's very. Very good. I paid £6 something for a little bottle, not even half a pint. What?
Of just about adequate beer in a plastic cup, yeah.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was in a glass, so it was in a restaurant. It wasn't adequate beer in a plastic cup. No. Oh, so yeah, we'll be back. There are still a few to buy next week. A few tickets. I mean, really, don't miss that Capadonic. It is absolutely superb. I've tasted it. It's superb. That little mill. I've also tasted those old little mills, and they are always a delight, I must admit. And you just don't see them and if you're a Macallan fan, there's a huge one the week after next. Absolutely huge. Oh, and just a Dalmore 1979 up there as well. Why not? Yes, so much up there. And yeah, keep your eyes peeled on the Master of Malt Competitions page, because there'll be more being loaded up in the next couple of days.
Of course.
Wow, that's it. £1 million worth of prizes gone. And on to the next million.
On to the next million, yeah.
Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for spinning those wheels so elegantly.
A pleasure, Dave. I'll see you back in the world of video calls on Thursday for Pour and Sip.
Thursday evening. I'm in the office tomorrow, actually, but you're off tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes, yeah.
I'm going to come and talk about whiskey tomorrow. Maybe you don't want to hear that.
Always.
See you next week. I'll see you Thursday.